Attention duelists. Phoenix here, doing something a little different. Going to be showing off a deck that I saw earlier today. Was running the Adventure Engine along with Plant Links. Seemed pretty cool. Made the deck myself, ran it a few times in practice, liked the way it goes. Figured I'd show it off for everyone else to see too. I'll run through the deck list later, but first, let's just start off the deck. Use Unexpected Die or some manner to bring out Sunseed Genius Loci. Genius Loci, you're going to turn into Sun Avalon Dryas. Dryas was made using Sunseed Genius Loci, lets you add a Sunvine spell trap. So you're going to take Sunvine Sowing. Then you're going to activate the Sunvine Sowing and use it to summon the Sunseed Twins. This will take make you take 1,000 damage. Then, because you took damage, Sun Avalon Dryas will trigger, and Sunseed Twin will trigger because it was summoned while you had a Sun Avalon Link monster out. Sunseed Twin will target the Sunseed Genius Loci in your graveyard, attempt to resurrect it. Sun Avalon Dryas will let you summon a Link monster from your extra deck. And you're going to choose Sunvine Healer. So from one card, I've already got a board of 4 monsters. So my damage has been restored, and I'm back to 83. I was better than I was when I started. Then you're going to make Aromaseraphie Jasmine using Sunvine Healer and Sun Avalon Dryas. You're going to keep being prompted to use Rose Girl's effect. You're not going to do that. She's important for later in the combo. Using Aromaseraphie Jasmine's effect, you're going to tribute Genius Loci, and you want to bring out Mardell, Generator Boss of Light. Or Generator, however you pronounce it. The reason you do this is because when Mardell is summoned, she lets you add a plant monster to your hand. The one that we're going to add is Aeromage Laurel. Because they have more life points than your opponent, you're able to special summon Aeromage Laurel. Like so. Then, you're going to make another Aromaseraphie Jasmine using Laurel and Mardell. Now, Laurel's effect will activate. Because it was sent to the graveyard, you gain 500 life points. This will then trigger the effects of both your Jasmines, where if you gain life points, you can add a plant monster from your deck to your hand. Trigger both these. You're going to want to add Snowdrop, the Ricka Fairy, and typically you would have one plant in your hand already, but if you didn't, you want Rose Girl. So at the end of this, you would have 3 plants in hand. Yeah, we'll keep going with just the plant combo for now. So the next thing you want to do is you want to make Sun Avalon Melius. And you're going to do that using a Sunseed Twin and 1 Aromaseraphie. When Melius is summoned, it lets you resurrect your Genius Loci, which you will use to make a second Melius using Jasmine again. This Melius will trigger again, bringing back Genius Loci once more. Then you're going to use this Genius Loci to make another Sun Avalon Dryas. Same way you started off this whole combo. Except this time, instead of adding Sunvine Sowing, you're going to add Sunvine Shrine. Now you're going to activate Sunvine Shrine. The cost for activation is to discard a card, which will be where the Rose Girl comes in. The reason this is helpful is because Rose Girl's effect is if you control a plant monster, you can return her from the graveyard back to your hand. So you effectively activate Sunvine Shrine for free. Then you're going to activate Sunvine Shrine again to resurrect Genius Loci once more. Now, using Sunvine Dryas and 1 Melius, treating the Melius as its full 3 materials, Dryas is 1. You're going to make the big tree, Sun Avalon, however you pronounce that. When this is summoned, it allows you to add a Sun Avalon Bloom to your hand. You're going to set the Sun Avalon Bloom, that will come up later. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the loci and your first Melius that you made, or whichever one is left, and you're going to make Bengal Lancer the Resurgent. Now I'm actually going to stop the plant combo here because the next step of it will cause you to lock yourself into plant type monsters for the rest of the turn. So instead we're going to do something different. We're going to activate the Water Enchantress of the Temple's effect to banish herself to add Rite of Aramesir. Then we're going to activate Fateful Adventure. Use Fateful Adventure's effect to add Wandering Griffin Rider to our hand. Now we can discard anything, so I'm going to discard this other Genius Loci in my hand. Then I'm going to activate Rite of Aramesir to summon the Adventurer token. This will prompt me to use Fateful Adventurer's effect to equip it with Dracoback, the Rideable Dragon. And now because I have the Adventure token on the field, I can special summon the Wandering Griffin Rider. This is extra protections for just whatever. With Dracoback, you're able to bounce an opponent's card once per turn. With Wandering Griffin Rider, you can negate and destroy an opponent's card just by shuffling Griffin Rider back into the deck. And now that we have this extra stuff set up, going back to the plant combo, we're going to activate the effect of Snowdrop, the Rika Fairy, tributing the Bengal Lancer to special summon herself and one other plant, which will be the Rose Girl. Then, going to activate Snowdrop's effect and target herself. This will make my Rose Girl and Rika both level 8, which will then turn them both into Teardrop, the Rika Queen. Now, I hear what you're thinking. Bengal Lancer got some work put into making him. Don't want to lose him that quickly. He's a good card. You can actually bring him back by banishing plant link monsters whose link levels equal his, which is 4, and put him back in here. I'll set this impermanence. Now, just to go over what I have on my board, I have Teardrop, the Rika Queen, who, because her materials are all plants, as a quick effect, I can remove a unit to tribute an opponent's monster. Bengal Lancer can quick effect bounce an opponent's effect monster back to their hand in exchange for me taking damage equal to its attack points. Wandering Griffin Rider can be an Omni negate by shuffling itself back. I have Infinite Impermanence down to negate my opponent's effects. And I have Sun Avalon Bloom, which if you control a Link 4 or higher plant monster, which I have 2 of, it negates the effects of all face-up monsters my opponent has at the time of activation, and if a plant link monster battles, it gains attack equal to the attack of all the monsters it currently points to. So for example, if Bengal Lancer were to fight, it would gain 2,000 attack points because it's pointing at the adventure token. So let's just pass this to the AI and see what they do. And see if it shows off the sturdiness of this board. Alternatively, because they're an AI, they could do nothing. I'm going to let the Magician's Souls resolve, because it just summons the Dark Magician, which I'm not worried about. Opponent goes to battle. He's attacking the Adventure Engine. Teardrop's effect is a quick effect, so remove the Rose Girl from her to just tribute the Dark Magician that's in my way. Rika also has the effect of whenever a monster is tributed, she gains 200 attack until the end of the turn. My opponent sets 2 back row and passes. Draw 1 for 1. Once again, I can use Rose Girl's effect to return her to the hand because I control plant monsters. Let's try this. Going to use the effect of Dracoback to bounce one of my opponent's back row. Going to use the effect of Sunavine Shrine to resurrect Genius Loci. And then I'll use Genius Loci to make a Sunvine Thrasher. Sunvine Thrasher can pick a plant monster that points to it and gain attack. Pick a Sun Avalon link monster that points to it itself and gain attack equal to its link rating times 800, making it a 4,000 beater off of a link 1. Now my opponent has 1 monster on the field and 1 back row. So I'm just going to go ahead and use Rika's effect again on this turn. moving her last unit to just tribute my opponent's monster, get it out of the way. It was Wadapon, not that much of a threat. Go into the battle phase. I'll swing with Bengal Lancer. I'll activate Sun Avalon Bloom so that its effect is in full swing. And now, my Bengal Lancer will gain 6,000 attack points during this attack, because those are the monster points too. And it's over. And that is the power that lurks in the Adventure Plant Link. This is going to be a much shorter video, because I just wanted to show that off, and also because, I don't know, I like making videos. It's fun. Everyone should try it. But that is going to be the end of this video. Got the video? Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself actually. I need to show off the actual deck. So my version differs slightly from the version that the person who originally made this deck is using. The deck runs 3 Sunseed Genius Loci, an Effect Veiler, Aeromage Laurel, Max C, Sunseed Twin, Lone Fire Blossom, 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs, 1 Rose Girl, 2 Water Enchantress of the Temple, 1 Wandering Griffin Rider, 1 Snowdrop the Ricka Fairy, 1 Mardell the Generator Boss of Light, 1 Nibiru, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 for 1, 3 Unexpected Die, 3 Painful Decision, 2 Sunvine Sowing, 2 Rite of Aramesir, 1 Dracoback the Rideable Dragon, 1 Sunvine Shrine, 2 Fateful Adventure, 1 Called by the Grave, 1 Crossout, 3 Infinite Impermanence, and 1 Sun Avalon Bloom. The amounts of Called by, Crossout, and Impermanence that you run could vary. The one that the original deck list uses was running 3 copies of Crossout. I don't have 3 copies, but I do have 3 Imperms, so I substituted that in my version. In the extra deck, you run 1 Teardrop the Ricka Queen, 3 Sun Avalon Dryas, 1 Sunvine Healer, 2 Sunvine Thrashers, 2 Aromaseraphy Jasmine, 1 Sun Avalon Daphne, 2 Sun Avalon Melius, 1 Sun Avalon Dryia Trentier, and 2 Bengal Lancer the Resurgent. The Sun Avalon Daphne has never really come up. It doesn't fit with the combo. It's just another Sun Avalon Link monster to have. And you could get by with just 2 Sun Avalon Dryas, but I think 3 is safer in case something goes wrong. And Sunvine Thrasher is there to be a beater at the end of it. The original deck came from Red Rune 269 on YouTube. Go and give them some support if you can. Follow them, subscribe to them, do whatever. I've seen some of their videos. I like the way that they build decks. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, give them a look. Check it out. And now that I have given proper credit, it is the end of this video. If you liked the video, thanks for watching. Bye.